What if I told you that behind Hollywood's glamour lies secrets so disturbing, they were hidden for decades? From shocking family relationships to scandals that nearly destroyed careers, the dark side of fame is far more unbelievable than fiction. Some of these stories involve powerful stars, controversial marriages, and family ties that crossed shocking boundaries. In today's video, we're revealing the 10 most disturbing Hollywood incest and inbreeding controversies that shocked the world and left fans speechless. And trust me, the final case is the one Hollywood never wanted you to know. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Gelden Stardom and turn on notifications, because we uncover the hidden truths behind Hollywood's biggest legends. Let's dive into the dark secrets of fame. Charlie Chaplin. One of the most controversial relationships in old Hollywood involved Charlie Chaplin and his young wife, Una O'Neill. When they married in 1943, Una was just 18 years old, while Chaplin was 54, a shocking 36-year age gap that sparked widespread criticism and media outrage. Although their marriage was legal and lasted until Chaplin's death, many critics questioned the power imbalance and maturity difference between the two. The controversy grew even more intense because Una was the daughter of famous playwright Eugene O'Neill, who strongly opposed the marriage. Despite the backlash, Una stood by Chaplin, and the couple went on to have 8 children together, maintaining a long but highly debated relationship in Hollywood history. Woody Allen. One of the most controversial personal scandals in Hollywood history surrounds Woody Allen and Soon Previn, the adopted daughter of his former partner, actress Mia Farrow. The relationship became public in 1992 when Farrow discovered personal photographs, sparking a media storm and intense public backlash. Allen maintained that he had never acted as a father figure to Soon and that their relationship began when she was an adult. Despite the controversy and legal battles that followed, the couple married in 1997 and have remained together ever since. The case remains one of the most debated ethical and moral controversies in entertainment history, raising ongoing discussions about boundaries, power dynamics, and public accountability in Hollywood. Elvis Presley. The personal life of Elvis Presley has long been the subject of scrutiny, particularly his relationships with very young women. One of the most discussed cases involves Priscilla, whom Elvis met in Germany when she was just 14 and he was 24. Although their romantic relationship reportedly developed later, critics and biographers have questioned the power imbalance and emotional influence he held over her during her teenage years. Over time, Priscilla moved to live near Elvis at Graceland, where their relationship grew more serious, eventually leading to marriage in 1967. While no incest allegations were ever confirmed, historians often cite this relationship as an example of the troubling age dynamics and control issues present in some celebrity relationships of that era. Jerry Lee Lewis. One of the biggest scandals in entertainment history erupted in 1958 when Jerry Lee Lewis married Myra Gale Brown, who was not only his first cousin but also just 13 years old at the time. The marriage became public during a tour in the United Kingdom, causing immediate outrage among fans, media, and promoters. Concerts were cancelled, radio stations stopped playing his music, and his once rising career suffered a dramatic collapse almost overnight. At the time, Lewis initially tried to downplay the controversy, claiming she was older, but the truth quickly emerged. Although his career eventually recovered years later, the incident remains one of the most shocking and damaging personal scandals ever associated with a major rock and roll star. Roman Polanski. The career of Roman Polanski has been overshadowed for decades by one of Hollywood's most serious criminal controversies. In 1977, Polanski was arrested and later pleaded guilty to unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, a case that shocked the entertainment industry and the public. Before sentencing, he fled the United States and has lived abroad ever since to avoid imprisonment. Despite the ongoing legal situation, Polanski continued directing internationally and even won major awards, including an Academy Award years later. The case remains highly controversial, sparking ongoing debates about accountability, power, and the film industry's willingness to separate artistic success from personal misconduct, making it one of Hollywood's most troubling and widely discussed scandals. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore comes from one of Hollywood's most famous acting dynasties, the Barrymore family, whose legacy dates back to the early 20th century. Generations of performers worked within the same tight social and professional circles, creating what historians describe as an exclusive and closely connected elite. While there have been no confirmed incest scandals involving Drew Barrymore herself, early Hollywood culture often involved limited social networks, where relationships and marriages frequently occurred within familiar family or industry circles. This environment helped preserve status, influence, and opportunity across generations. Today, Barrymore has built her own successful career while openly discussing the pressures and challenges of growing up in a powerful Hollywood family legacy. Angelina Jolie. At the 2000 Academy Awards, Angelina Jolie created one of the most talked-about celebrity moments when she shared a brief kiss with her brother, James Haven, on the red carpet and later expressed deep emotional affection for him during her acceptance speech. The public reaction was immediate and intense, with media outlets and audiences debating whether the display crossed social boundaries. Both Jolie and Haven later clarified that their relationship was simply very close and supportive, especially during a difficult period in their family life. Despite their explanation, the moment became one of the most controversial and widely discussed sibling interactions in modern Hollywood history, highlighting how quickly public perception can turn a personal moment into lasting controversy. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, had a deeply troubled family life that often made headlines. His relationships with his children and relatives were fraught with conflict, legal battles, and tragic events. Brando's eldest son, Christian, was arrested for violent crimes, while other children struggled with addiction and personal turmoil. Brando's own parenting style was criticized as distant and erratic, contributing to strained family dynamics. Additionally, disputes over inheritance and his estate created long-lasting legal and personal tension among relatives. Biographers have suggested that the pressures of fame, combined with Brando's unconventional lifestyle and intense personality, contributed to these family tragedies. His personal life remains a cautionary tale of how Hollywood fame can exacerbate private turmoil. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, one of Hollywood's most celebrated leading men, was surrounded by rumors and speculation regarding his private life and family relationships. During the golden age of Hollywood, studios tightly controlled stars' images, often suppressing any personal controversies to maintain their glamorous public personas. In Gable's case, whispers circulated about hidden family secrets and possible inappropriate relationships among close relatives, though nothing was ever confirmed. These rumors, whether true or fabricated, highlight the secretive and highly managed nature of early Hollywood, where scandals could end careers overnight. Despite the speculation, Gable maintained a carefully curated public image as the King of Hollywood and focused on his prolific film career, leaving much of his personal life shrouded in mystery. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, born Carlos Irwin Estevez, comes from one of Hollywood's most famous acting families, including his father Martin Sheen and siblings Emilio Estevez, Ramon Estevez, and Renee Estevez. Over the years, the Sheen-Estevez family has been at the center of numerous personal scandals, from legal troubles and substance abuse to highly publicized relationship controversies. Charlie Sheen, in particular, became notorious for his wild lifestyle, multiple marriages, and highly publicized battles with addiction, making him a tabloid favorite. While there are no confirmed incest allegations, the family's turbulent dynamics, combined with the intense media scrutiny of Hollywood dynasties, have fueled speculation and rumor. These events highlight the pressures and dysfunction that can accompany fame across multiple generations in one family.